Are you looking for cool YouTube channel ideas? In this video, we'll be talking about 10 cool channels to get you inspired to start your own channel or maybe pivot your current content.
Plus, we'll be sharing powerful tips and insights on how you can get more views, make more money, and grow your YouTube channel faster. So let's get into it.
Want a copy of YouTube Secrets audiobook for free? Right now, when you sign up for a free 30-day trial of Audible, you can also get a complimentary copy of the #1 best-selling YouTube strategy book in the world. Download your copy today at tubesecretsaudio.com.
What's up, influencer? Sean here.
Benji here.
And this is Video Influencers. And I'm fired up because we picked out 10 people from the Video Influencers community that are crushing it in different ways. These are 10 different channels that have started at different times in different niches, and there's a lot that we can learn from these channels, whether it's tips on how we can grow our current channel, or maybe you haven't started yet and you're looking for a powerful niche. So with that, Benji, let's jump into the first channel.
All right, so the first channel is Hello Mayuko. Why I love her channel is because it's so relevant for what's going on today. She's a programmer, software engineer. She talks about everything she does in that profession, and she talks about how she works from home. Why I love this channel is because, number one, so many people are working from home in this profession. A lot of tech companies, they've actually told people to stay home even after the shutdown ends. They've realized they don't need as much office retail space, that people are actually more comfortable and more efficient and productive at home. So what she does is she talks about everything from software engineering, programming, obviously working from home, and she does it in a really fun way. Tips on how to actually become a software engineer, the best programming language. So obviously it's very relevant, and that's kind of hooking people into her channel. But then she talks about her day in the life as a software engineer. The reason I love her channel and want to bring her up during this video is the fact that a lot of her content around working from home is blowing up. Obviously, with more people having to work from home, whether you're starting a YouTube channel, you're working remotely, or maybe you lost your job and you just have to work from home, from a home office. Her videos around that topic are blowing up. Think about professions that are growing, that's going to be more needed. And even if it's competitive or seems like there's a lot of channels about it, how can you bring your own unique perspective to this space and consider what are the challenges that people are going to have working from home, home office, the equipment needed. She talks about the equipment she already uses. What I also love is the fact that she's already been doing it, so she has a leg up, but it's definitely not too late. Consider this: after the whole pandemic and the shutdown, life is changed forever. It's not just up until the shutdown. We're going to think differently about working in an office, commute to a business. So Mayuko is crushing it in this niche type of content. Almost 300,000 subscribers, 12 million views, and last month she hit almost 1 million views. So obviously this is a topic that's hot and it's continuing to grow. More and more employers are going to let people just work from home. So there's a lot of opportunity in this space, and this is one of the reasons why I love her channel.
The second channel is Legobricks. This channel is awesome because they create fun Lego stop motion videos from various genres ranging from action, adventure to comedy, and even romance. And even though they haven't uploaded in a while, the channel is growing by 500 new subscribers a month and over 300,000 views every single month. And what I love about this channel is that it's very creative. They use sound effects, they use music, they use different camera angles, and even macro video to tell stories with Legos. And these videos are pretty hard to produce. So they also have videos in the catalog of simple unboxings where you can see just clean production, no hands in the shot because it's stop motion, and you can see the pieces in the Lego set as well as what it looks finally completed and a really cool build that you see on screen. What's interesting is that from our research, it looks like this channel is based out of India, but the content is internationally accessible. There's no real language. There's just kind of the murmur of voices and a lot of just emotional storytelling using people, angles, Legos, pictures. And so people of all ages from anywhere in the world could access this content. And I think this reveals the powerful possibility of, number one, not needing your face to be in videos to have a successful YouTube channel. And number two, the power of tapping into a pre-proven tribe, a community of people that already love something something, and Legos is huge. So it's taking the brand of Legos and bringing it on YouTube in a creative way, and with some consistent uploading, this channel could certainly provide a really great living and make an impact and inspiration in a lot of people's lives. Hey, if you're getting some value and some inspiration out of this video so far, could you lightly touch the like button and let us know in the comments, what is your YouTube channel about? Let's get back into the video.
The third channel I want to talk about today is SpaceToday.
Salve, salve amigos da astronomia em todo mundo.
This is a Portuguese channel. I believe it's based out of Brazil. And just a couple things about this channel. First, it's dedicated to astronomy, astrophysics, astronautics, and everything related to space based off of scientific research. And the fact that it's in Portuguese, yet it's getting some amazing views is awesome. In fact, it's got almost 450,000 subscribers. 44 million total views, 1.4 million views just last month. So obviously it's very relevant to the time, with space being a hot topic right now, everything from SpaceX to Virgin Galactic. These are things that people are paying attention to and curious about. I know that when Elon Musk is going to launch a rocket, you can just tell from this guy's views that it is something that people are interested in. And the fact that it's in Portuguese, the biggest channels in the world typically are English speaking. So there is a huge opportunity. And one of the big takeaways here is the fact that it is in a different language. So don't think just because you can't speak English or, you don't see a lot of channels on a type of content that you're interested in, that you can't use your language to create a whole new community around a specific niche or topic. Obviously, SpaceToday is doing it. Other things I love about this channel is very clean thumbnails. Obviously, it's very branded. You can kind of tell half of it is text, half of it is an image. It's always something to do with space. So if you look at the video library, it's very clear to me what this channel is about, even though I don't even know anything about what he's talking about. So obviously the views tell you that it's being watched, that people are interested in it. But even though I don't speak Portuguese, I can clearly see that this is a channel about space. And the takeaway is always be considering that with your titles, with your thumbnails, going to your video library. You should be able to tell in about 3 to 5 seconds exactly what this channel is about without even really reading anything. That's the power of thumbnails. That's why I want to share with you guys this channel idea around SpaceToday.
Channel number 4 is Step 1 Survival. This is a super cool channel covering all types of survival-based topics, from product reviews, from chicken coop design to solar power for the homestead, and even a 1 million viewed video on reloading a 12 gauge start to finish. I think what this shows is that you can take your passion as well as your lifestyle, you could put it on YouTube and you can make a major impact in the process. This channel is almost to 10 million video views at the time of recording this video. And besides this always being a topic of interest for people, I think now more than ever, people are wanting to protect themselves, think about how they can survive off the land, and really learn to be prepared for an uncertain future. So it's a great niche, and a cool monetization strategy is the fact that a lot of times when you maybe talk about firearms or some of the topics on this channel, you may face getting your videos demonetized. And so One Step Survival has started a Patreon and has over 380 patrons supporting the channel at either $1, $2, or $5 a month level. And so when you're adding consistent value and putting out content, there's multiple ways that you can actually fund your YouTube channel, and crowdfunding with Patreon is certainly one of them. And then one of my biggest takeaways from this channel is the fact that it's always about content value and not really production value. There's really nothing about these videos that seem to be shot with any kind of fancy or expensive DSLR. It's about the information that you're learning in the video. So remember, you gotta press record. Don't overthink about the camera or the lighting or anything like that. Simply add value to the target audience watching. And just like One Step Survival, you can build a powerful channel when you do that.
The fifth channel I want to talk about today is Steve the Bartender. Now, it's exactly what you would think it is. It's a channel talking about making cocktails, different kinds of bar drinks. He's got all kinds of recipes. You know, Steve was a bartender for 20 plus years, had a mobile cocktail business for different events, and he's basically transitioned to creating this content for other business models. He sells barware stuff on his online store. He also has a cocktail app. I love everything about this channel. You know, obviously, if you look at the thumbnails, really clean, they pop, lots of color, they're very straightforward. Sometimes he doesn't even use text because you don't always need to, and he's letting the picture speak for itself. Right now, this is more relevant than ever for a couple different reasons. Number one, because people are staying at home, right? People aren't going to the bars and they're having to make these drinks that they used to order when they went out after work at home. So his channel is blowing up. 350,000 subscribers, total views 24 million, but his views just last month was 2.1 million views. I wouldn't be surprised if this continues growing. Another thing to really point out is obviously with the shutdown and everything going on with the pandemic, certain sales have skyrocketed, and with this includes alcohol. Recently, an article on Nielsen.com came out and they stated, compared with this time a year ago during the 7-week COVID impacted period ended April 18th, brick and mortar alcohol dollar sales were up 21%, while online sales were 2x. So that's a big deal. And just think about different industries, different businesses, different services that have been impacted by what's going on and how they've shifted at home. So obviously, if you're not going to the bar, maybe you don't want to go to the bar anymore. You don't want to go to crowded areas. You're going to probably still want to be at home. And this is why I love Steve the Bartender's channel, because he's basically letting you get into this art style of creating cocktails at home. And he's doing it through YouTube, which obviously more people are consuming, and using it as a utility to replace things they can't do in regular life every single day out in public. So the big takeaway is think about how the world is changing and how you can serve the needs of people that still want to experience a certain type of lifestyle, but now they have to do it from home.
Now, there's a lot of lessons that we can learn from the sixth channel in the list, and that is Lorestar. When we look at the thumbnails and the channel art, it's pretty clear that this is everything Star Wars coming together under one roof. In the videos, they pull from the movies, comic books, video games, cartoons, and even the Disney series, The Mandalorian. There's also a few videos on the channel that cover Avengers content and X-Men content also. And what's amazing is that at the time of recording this video, this channel had almost 5 million views in just 1 month. When you consider that most channels in the US earn anywhere from $2 to $5 per 1,000 views here in the US, it's likely that this channel is earning anywhere from $10,000 to $25,000 or more in profit per month. And again, we learned that you don't actually have to be in YouTube videos to have success on YouTube. These videos are really rich, well done, well researched, and well written, and they are voiceovers with compilations of images, video clips, and audio from these various sources of Star Wars content. How does this channel do it? Well, you'll need to research this for yourself, but essentially they are able to use OPC, other people's content, via fair use law by creating original videos from multiple sources into something new and fresh that serves the audience. A couple really inspiring takeaways from this channel is one, this shows that you really can take a passion and turn it into profit. 20 years ago, it probably would have been impossible to take a hobby like Star Wars and be able to make a living from that. But YouTube, fair use law, and a little bit of creativity has made that possible. And secondly, again, this shows the power of tapping into a culture and a community that's already proven. Star Wars is massive. It has a huge fan base. And I know for me, before I ever jump into a new movie or catch up on even a past film or need some kind of a plot hole question answered, I often turn to YouTube to watch videos just like this. This is certainly an awesome style of channel to consider starting, or consider how you could possibly use fair use law and compiling multiple different sources of content to create a video in your niche, just like Lorestar.
Channel number 7 is Tube Unique Wilderness. So this is a channel all about building things in the wilderness, also surviving in the wilderness. But clearly you can see from the views of their most popular videos, the videos that do the best are the ones about building these structures out in nature. And they start out with a clear piece of land in the jungle, and they build these structures, often made out of bamboo or mud, whatever they have in the jungle. And it's pretty crazy. And so why I love this is a few things. Number one, gets a lot of views. They've got 5 million plus subscribers, 650 million views, and last month, 20 million views just last month. There's a lot of people watching YouTube. In fact, based on this digitalinformationworld.com article, says, although the popular Google-owned platform has regular heavy user traffic with over 2 billion viewers a month, the user traffic has doubled since a widespread of the virus and this pandemic. And obviously, if you're at home, you probably watch a lot more YouTube. I know I have. And this is a channel that's perfectly situated for all those people that are running out of stuff to watch, or they're going through their feed and YouTube's going to feed you literally one of these videos to watch. And with Hollywood being shut down and traditional media not being able to create content, even news channels, this is an opportunity for you guys to get in front of people and create content that's engaging and compelling and entertaining. A couple things about this channel: it's unique. It literally is in the name of the channel, and it's a little bit different. But if you watch these videos, it's getting so many views because it's probably having high audience retention. I've watched these come up on my feed, and I've watched it from beginning to end because I'm curious, how are they making these structures out in the middle of nowhere with like very basic tools? In fact, the last video I watched was them making a bamboo structure, and they're just using grass and things. They're not even using nails or traditional tools. What channel idea can you create where you can keep people's attention for long periods of time while entertaining them? So this is your chance to create a channel around some kind of interesting, unique piece of content that's entertaining and capitalize on people's viewership.
Channel number 8 is entrepreneur John Santos. So not only is John a member of the video influencers community here, he's actually somebody that I got to meet in person and develop a friendship with that lives here in Las Vegas. John started his first apparel company right out of high school, and his YouTube channel is a great example of what every small business owner and entrepreneur should be doing on YouTube: creating valuable videos, sharing your journey, and building your brand while you're building your business. In addition to starting multiple businesses and learning a lot of lessons, John is now giving back with lots of creative videos, including how to get started with Alibaba and ordering wholesale, Shopify tutorials for beginners, logo design, sending and receiving monies, how to start your first t-shirt company or design your first piece of apparel, and lots of different things that he has learned on his journey as an entrepreneur. While his consistency in uploading has been seasonal, and as an entrepreneur, you can relate, you got a business to run, his library of videos still generate over 400,000 views every month. And his top viewed video on how to start a clothing line with less than $50 has over 1.5 million views. Two things we can learn from John is, number one, if you're a business owner, I think this is a great model to follow in terms of building your brand by creating content around how you did what you did when it comes to building your business. I think secondly, this is also just a great way of giving back and preparing for the future. By answering other people's questions and helping upstart entrepreneurs or other people in your industry, you're just building your community, and you're building a lot of goodwill and building trust with those that you may end up being able to serve in the future. And as far as preparing for the future, by building a subscriber base, by building a following, John is giving himself diversity in uncertain times. Because if there's one thing this pandemic has showed us, it's that it's never been more important to at least diversify your business with some sort of online aspect, as well as having an online offer and online influence. So every smart small business owner and entrepreneur should be thinking about building their influence online so that you're prepared for whatever comes in the future.
Channel number 9 is Live Streaming Pros with David and Luria. So they create professional live streams and help you do it. Tips on how to live stream on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. They share their tips and strategy to help you grow an audience and revenue using live video. Of course, one of the big reasons why I love this is because it's so relevant right now. So many people are working from home and they're wanting to reach the customers, the audiences, the people they used to connect with in person. Speakers right now, they're really struggling to get business because they can't speak at events. So a lot of people are live streaming. In fact, one of our friends who, again, David from Live Streaming Pros helped him set it up. Pat Flynn has been going live every single day. So this is a channel that is super relevant for everybody right now and is going to continue growing. Even though they've started and obviously they are crushing it right now. In fact, just last month alone, they got 350,000 views in just the last month, which I'm telling you, isn't a lot compared to some of the other channels we mentioned, but this is in a very niche topic that is going to continue growing because people need it. Pat has been going live every single day, and so many entrepreneurs are going to either continue going live or start going live because they're going to realize the benefit of it. There's so much exposure when you're going live, whether on YouTube or on other platforms. And obviously, if you can't go to physical events, this is the next best thing to be able to connect with people in real time and have that connection. As you can see, looking at their video library, they talk about all the tech around live streaming, the different softwares you can use, tips on specific platforms. They mentioned they go live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. They're talking about different strategies to create a business around live streaming. A side business that David has is he actually builds studios for people who want to start live streaming. In fact, if you want to see our live streaming studio tour right here on Video Influencers, you can either click or tap the screen right here to actually see the tour of this studio that David built. And I do believe that people are going to want to connect, want to go to events eventually, attend conferences, but more and more people are going to realize they don't have to do that. They're going to want to create content at home, just like you guys are on your channels, but they're going to start live streaming. So even though they're friends of mine, I think that there's so much opportunity to not only have other channels like them, but dive into more niche types of tech around going live, or just talk about live streaming in general. We started going live every single Saturday on this channel. And so there's a lot of need for more content like this. And I do believe their channel and potentially your channel will continue growing around this niche.
Hey, we're going to get to channel number 10 in just a second, but I want to remind you that if you want to pick up a free copy of our #1 best-selling book, YouTube Secrets, you can get it on audiobook for free at tubesecretsaudio.com. We'll put a link to that in the YouTube description below. If you don't have an account yet, there's no strings attached. You get the book entirely for free, and you can listen to Benji and I breaking down our best YouTube strategies inside of the book. It's also out on physical book and ebook, so check all that out in the YouTube description below, and let's check out channel number 10. And the final channel, number 10, answers the question, is it too late to start a YouTube channel this year? And the answer is no, and that is proven by this channel, Laura Maliszewska.
My name is Laura. I am 24, and this is the first video that I'm going to upload to my YouTube channel.
While we had a lot of niche channels in this list, what's cool about Laura's channel is it's kind of a traditional YouTuber channel with some unique attributes. She uploaded her first video just 10 months ago, and her channel already has 37,000 subscribers. And Laura's value proposition for her channel is simply that she creates inspirational content on how to be authentic in today's world and to learn as much as you can while living a vegan lifestyle. While it appears that Laura is covering a variety of topics on her channel, there's a few videos that really caused her channel to grow. And I think that's an insight for us. What are the topics that are standing out on your channel? Doubling down on those video ideas, because those video ideas bring in a lot of new audience and awareness, even if you're creating variety content. For Laura, it was videos about speaking multiple different languages. In fact, her top viewed video with over 1.2 million views is Why I Speak and Understand 8 Languages. And the majority of her top videos that have probably brought in a lot of her initial channel growth are about similar topics. What I love about Laura's channel is that it's just an expression of who she is. It seems that her vegan lifestyle, her ability to speak multiple languages, and other aspects of her life are what she's amplifying on YouTube. So what that reminds me is that all of us should try to be you. Don't try to be somebody else. Be you times 2 when it comes to creating content. And the second thing is that it's not too late to start. I love the fact that Laura punched fear in the face, and she punched perfectionism in the face, and she pressed record. So if you haven't started your YouTube channel yet, it's time to get off the couch, grab your smartphone, and hit that big red scary record button and start posting videos.
Question of the day, what's the coolest YouTube channel you've seen on this platform? Let us know in the comments area. Or what channel are you going to start based off of the ideas that you saw in this video? We always like hearing from you guys in the video influencer community. So let us know in the comments area.